What's up, everybody? Another episode of Mike Check Mania is upon you. I'm one of your hosts, Xavier Solar, with my man.
It's your boy Justin Stuckey, aka Big Buck Stuck. You already know, and this is the Elimination Chamber recap. My spirits are high, but my emotions are all over the place. A lot to digest, a lot happened. Me and Xavier were in two completely different locations last night, and we had so many different conversations going back and forth via text. Xavier had a little late run to get in Elimination Chamber, and he's working, he's doing his thing. I was tuned in, and he was neglecting all social media. He was neglecting all things Mike Check Mania in order to make sure that he was prepared for this episode.
Mm, mm, mm.
And in his preparation, he was almost there. If you don't know, Xavier does his thing at the Auburn women's basketball games and the men's basketball games on that mic. And he was so close to being able to go tune into the Elimination Chamber without any spoilers.
Let me stop you there because that's not where I want to start. I
Okay.
want to start from the beginning with your spoiler, but you didn't know. See, ladies and gentlemen, life is about communication with everybody, with every
Yes.
relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Communication is key. Now, I told Mr. Justin here that I would be watching the Elimination Chamber live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the PA announcer for Charlotte FC. Just a fun fact about me. Game gets over. I definitely have enough time. I'm going to watch. I'm going to be right on time. But one of my buddies from work invited me to go watch the Charlotte Hornets versus the Wizards. I know that's a terrible matchup, but I
You
went
should have
anywhere.
skipped it, y'all.
I
Should have
know I
skipped it.
should have skipped it, but it was my first time at Spectrum Center, and I thought it would be a fun experience. And it was cool. It was a good time. Got to hang out with my boy. Anyways, I stayed off of social media. I was like, I'm going to make it back to the hotel. I'm going to watch at least the first match, right? I get a text message, and I got to read that text message verbatim, or I'm going to mess it up. It's from Justin, and he doesn't know I'm watching. He doesn't know I'm not watching. So, uh, it just says, "What?" Exclamation point, question mark. You literally told me you'd be watching. Oh, no, no, no. I got to go back. I
I'm
got to
about to
go
say you
back.
got to go
Hold
back.
on,
That's
hold
not
on.
the first
Hold on,
message.
hold
Go
on.
from
Sorry, sorry.
the beginning.
I thought that was it. My bad. He said, "Call it now. Does Jade return?" Question mark. And then not 2 seconds later, all caps, "She's back." That's how I read it. And then, and she attacked Naomi. Yo, this is madness, all caps. She swole AF, cuh. She swole AF, cuh. And I said, I'm not watching, bro. You just dropped the ultimate spoiler. He goes, "What?" Exclamation point, question mark. You literally told me you'd be watching. You said your game was early. Hey, man, what do you say? Anyways,
Yeah, we can't go too
yeah,
deep
yeah.
into the
Yeah,
text.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
look,
We can't.
Xavier told me he was going to be watching. Little miscommunication there. But to kick off the recap, X's favorite girl is back. Take it away, X.
She's back. And I had to wear the Jade.
Yes.
You see, I got the Jade hoodie on. Anyways, let me stop. Oh, my goodness. Jade has returned to the WWE. Oh my goodness, God is good. We are so excited to have you back, Jade. We just want you to continue to be on your journey of kick assery. Let me tell you something, man. So I just want to say I was not expecting the early entrance. You know,
I
I
was
don't
not either.
we don't normally see an early entrance, especially at a match like that, right? Women's Elimination Chamber, March 1st, 2025. We got we got Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bailey, Roxanne Perez, and Naomi. Last two people to come out, it was Naomi was the very last one to come out, but Liv was
Morgan.
Liv Morgan. So they're circling each other. They don't even get fully around the ring. Boom. You hear the Queen's music.
Not Charlotte Flair.
Here's the first thing. No. First of all, I watched this 7 times in a row. I rewound this part 7 times in a row because I was studying. Obviously, Liv is shook from jump, right? She's like, uh-oh, it's about to be beat down city. I'm about to be a part of the fabric of this ring, right? Jade comes out. She's all business, looking fine like she always do. Makeup on point. Hey, comes down. She said, it was you. Gets under the ring, gets into the ring. Point at Liv, does the switch up. Boom! Bow! Boom! Bip! Right at Naomi. And I go, Justin called it. You had been saying that all week, and I said, no way is this a case of black on black crime.
During Black History
Not
Month.
on Black History Month.
I told you. I told you. It was too. The storyline that they wanted to pitch was too good to be true. And not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I don't think it's over because one of my queens, Bianca, better be lucky she was in that pod. Because did you see what Jade did to Naomi?
Jade?
Shawty got put out on a stretcher, laid out.
Bruh.
Playing.
Here's what I'm just going to reverse just a minute. So I kept rewinding it, right? And it finally hit me. I was like, oh, Justin's right. I look at Liv, but the camera wants you to focus on Liv. Naomi's ghost face. She's like, oh, shit. It's about to go down because now everybody about to know. She looks at Bianca. Now, this is your girl coming back. Where's the excitement? Right?
No excitement.
No excitement from Bianca. No excitement from Naomi, obviously, right? Because she looked, and right when she looked, I wanted to see Bianca's facial expression. Cameraman, probably Stu, moves over to Liv. And I go, no shit, there it is. And then she comes in, again, gives her the fake okey doke, and just goes to beat down city on Naomi. Now, Jade doesn't get a lot of love. I know the comments are saying like she's not that great of a wrestler, but she's not a technician. She's not a high flyer. She doesn't have a lot of charisma. She's a straight up brawler and a powerhouse. And we saw that because she made waste of Naomi all up in that ring, right? She threw her every which way but loose, right?
Bianca just was screaming in the pod, bro. It had me so weak. Did you see when she kept throwing Naomi against Alexa Bliss's pod? And Alexa Bliss was like,
the face, bro. I looked at Bailey. I looked at Alexa Bliss. You know what they was thinking? Oh, this black girl business. We about to stay out of this.
We gonna stay out of this.
We gonna stay out of this.
Now there's a theory out there. There is a theory. Alexa
Bailey's
Bliss,
half black from the waist down.
Hey, shout out to Bailey.
Shout out to all of Bailey.
Because God has blessed you. Now listen, there's a theory out there though that Alexa Bliss, she's very quiet. She's got still a bit of that fiend in her. There's a theory that she might have crawled around and did a little something to Jade. Now that's just a theory. I think my theory is correct because they wanted to pin it on Liv. First it was Naomi. Then they were like, no, we're gonna pin it on Liv and Raquel. Then if you heard Liv during the thing, she was like, I told you I didn't do it. Try to put this on me. Look, bro, I told you. Ain't nobody want to listen to stuff. I told you, I may not know everything, but I sure knew that.
Because you're not just gonna go after Naomi if you didn't know that she wasn't the one that just like damn near killed you, right?
Yeah.
So she must have knew and was like, okay, when I get healthy and I get back, it's about to be fireworks up in here.
Now the only confusion Now, this could be long-term thinking for me. Two scenarios. One,
Mm,
I'm kind of confused that now this is not a spoiler. This is the recap, so all spoilers are about to happen.
yeah,
Bianca
yeah.
Belair wins Elimination Chamber.
Yes, she
She beats
does.
everybody else. She does her thing. She gets the dub. She's gonna either face Rhea Ripley or Io Sky, right?
Yeah.
My two scenarios. I'm a little confused how Jade goes into the mix because she's gonna confront Bianca or is it all about Naomi? Or later
Mm,
on at WrestleMania, is she gonna try to interfere in a
mm.
match? Like I'm trying to figure out how that storyline is really gonna hone in because when Bianca won, I was like, okay, now she's in the hunt for the championship.
Sure,
Now,
sure.
and by the looks of Naomi, it don't seem like she's gonna be in the ring for anytime soon.
Yeah, yeah.
So
She has some well-deserved R&R
yes,
coming her
so
way.
so where does Miss Cargill get into the mix?
Well, here's the thing. Did Bianca know? So I don't know who's good and who's bad right now. We really don't know.
We don't know who's good or who's bad, Xavier.
Yeah, you
And I
remember
want to get to the next part, but
you
I'm
you
gonna wait.
you
We
know
don't know
when
who's good or bad.
you know in Bad Boys 2 when Will shoots up all the Haitian dudes
Yeah.
and he's like, let's go over here and talk to them. Oh wait, he can't. He
He's
did. Yeah. Oh, well, I bleeped myself because that's not what he says.
yeah.
But we don't know because did Naomi tell Bianca what was going down? Was that the master plan? Was Bianca trying to get Jade out the way? Was it all a ploy? We don't know. We don't know. But I think Naomi effed around and found out she wanted a little of that sunshine because when they first brought Jade in, it was a big triple. It was a triple tag,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just all about that black girl magic, which we love. And they pushed Naomi to the side,
Yeah.
and it
Tried
was
to
just
new day
Jade and
her jump.
yeah,
They
they
tried to
they
make it a little
really
new day.
they really did. And so I love the story, but eventually Bianca, if they're gonna go, she's gonna go on the run that she's about to go on, which well deserved. She's a beast, and I know she can hold this company on her back. No
Mm-hmm.
pun intended, because she
She
be
swole dog.
she
She swole
swole,
dog.
right?
You seen the text message. That's the
Yeah,
first thing I know. I said, man, she's cut up. Because a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
times, majority of the time when a wrestler comes back after a long hiatus or
Mhm.
whatever, one of the biggest things that's talked about is the shape and the physique that they're in when they're back. She ain't miss a beat. Look like she gained.
No, and
Like,
you're talking about Jade. I'm talking about Bianca.
oh,
I
you're
was
talking about
talking.
Bianca.
I'm talking about Bianca. Now we'll get to Jade. We could talk.
Okay,
Anyways,
okay.
let me stop. Um, I'm talking about Bianca though, because she had to get out of that tag.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
order to get back to the face of the company.
because
Yeah, okay.
that's what I'm saying. She can put that company on her back. So she's about to go on her run. So that had to get messed up anyways, right?
Well,
So
you knew when they lost the titles. Like I knew
yeah, that
that's
was
what the
it.
deal was once they
Sure,
lost the
sure, sure,
titles.
sure.
And that's how my inkling of like, okay, one of them took out Jade because there's no you don't lose the titles. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be a feud
Right?
coming. I was looking for maybe a triple threat at WrestleMania, but then
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
Bianca wins the chamber, I'm like, okay, now we're putting Shawty back in the spotlight. Is it
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be a
yeah.
feud between Naomi and Jade?
Mm,
Because, like I said, there's been a lot of hate comments on our TikTok. If you haven't followed our TikTok, go do that at
yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Check Mania. But people not too keen on Jade's wrestling ability. But she has another opportunity to show us
Sure,
what she's
sure.
got.
Yeah.
Now, I saw this on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and I want to get your thoughts on it. I saw that this is somebody saying they believe Liv Morgan is the best female wrestler right now.
I mean, she's good.
She's really
She's
talented.
really talented.
Like her character, her being,
She
her
it's
presence is elite
perfect.
right now. Yeah.
Her character is so it's just A to Z. She checks all the boxes,
Mm-hmm.
from wardrobe to physical skill, ability, her on mic, just overall presence. She's an A plus. So, but Alexa Bliss is that girl too. She got that dog in her. So
Alexa Bliss
that
about business now.
yeah.
But
So I don't.
Liv Morgan, I gotta give her props too. I don't
Mm,
know if you've seen this. If we make this a reel, I'm gonna put it out there. She's willing to take a beating. She
oh yeah.
posted a picture of the bruises that she had after Elimination Chamber, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. Shawty had bruises
Because she got the whip.
here, the whip here, and I'm talking about
She got
the
the
whip
whip.
made her bleed during the
Yeah,
match.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like, look now, I don't know if all that blood real, but that blood right there
yeah.
from that rope of hair, oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she got smacked, dog.
Yeah, it's the real
So
deal.
overall, though, if let's rate the match. We're going A to F. What letter grade would you give the women
What's before A? What's before A?
so
What
A
women's
plus
match have you seen that exhilarating?
from start to
Start to
finish?
finish.
Yeah,
From start to
I
finish.
I haven't seen one that exhilarating. I will say
We've
this:
seen good matches.
we
I'm
have
not
seen
knocking
good
some
matches
matches
because
because
that
the
women's
tag match
tag.
was great, right?
I've been put. I said was that match of the year, but
Well,
this match
we didn't give it. We gave that a B.
we gave the overall Raw a B. We
Oh
didn't
yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't
we
rate,
did.
we didn't give a letter
Yeah,
grade to
you're
that
right. You're
individual
right.
match.
You're right. You're right.
That match was some serious. I'm gonna say it like this: the guys. Now the guys were slacking for a minute. By the end of this recap, I think they have leveled, or may have taken the playing field.
Yeah.
But these women are putting on a show.
Mm-hmm.
And if you one of these old heads that be like still in that era where you kind of hating on the women's game, you need to open your eyes because they doing their thing.
Personally, I think they have the best wrestling right now. That's me. That's my opinion. But they've got the best storylines. They've got the better characters. I think the women's overall is complete and it's moving. So that's just where I'm at. But let's see.
All right.
We had yeah. I'm trying to think what else happened in that match just so we don't miss anything.
I didn't think Bailey was I didn't think Bailey was gonna get out like that, but I mean,
But
okay.
look, we got to give Bailey the respect because she's been a champion. She puts in the work, but she really helps other people get to that next level.
Yeah.
She's okay with like getting dirty and just being that person to like help boost that next person. Like she is such a team player. If anybody's a team player in the WWE, Bailey is that girl. Bailey is that girl. So I have nothing but respect for Bailey. I love her game and all that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
sorry, let me
I will say this though. Coming in, I thought Alexa Bliss would win. I thought it was her time. I thought since returning, people have been missing her for a long, long time. She can take on the superstar role, the main event, like main event Jey Uso. She can take on that role. And I thought it'd have been nice, a little nice sentiment for her to be able to get that championship for our guy Bray Wyatt. Like they were really close. We don't know what type of impact his death had on her. You know, personally, it's bigger than wrestling. Like wrestling entertainment. But
oh, they were locked in.
yeah, you know,
Like
losing life is real.
they were really locked in with one another. So that took her a minute. From things that I've read and posts that she made and stuff, yeah, it was real shit.
Yeah, so
So
I thought that they would give her a push there, but I know it's coming whenever it does happen. But
she got the
Roxanne,
biggest pop. She got the biggest pop of the Rumble. I know we talked about that the other day, but
yeah,
it was just like, and then we watched those reaction videos. Like people love Alexa Bliss. She's got a cool character. I know a lot of people hate that doll. I don't care either way, but
so
she's got a
creepy.
good that
Look
her
creepy.
man. Her finisher is just so. She's dope. She's super dope. But
Like Shades of Sister Abigail, man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of wrestling,
So
bro. Speaking of wrestling.
I know, man.
All right, we gotta give the whole recap. So
We gotta give the whole recap.
before we skip past the women's chamber match, at the end of the match, Bianca won. If you didn't know, if you didn't listen to anything we said, or you haven't watched anything, Bianca Belair won. And she was celebrating, doing her thing at the end, and out comes Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. And I thought it was a really good imagery. You know, Rhea Ripley comes up, they kind of face to face, and Io Sky comes in the middle because we don't know who Bianca will face
Yeah.
at WrestleMania, which I think is cool. The match we'll talk about next, I feel like I would have liked to seen Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky within the Elimination Chamber, but I do like how they're getting back to having title matches on regular shows.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win that match? Rhea Ripley, Io Sky.
I'm a Rhea fan, so I want Rhea to win, but I don't know if they're gonna keep pushing her like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a hard one, but I like when I don't know because I like when it's not so predictable, right? So
Yeah.
I honestly have no clue. That's a hard one.
This is my theory.
Yeah, yeah.
My theory. Rhea, Io Sky gonna be facing off tomorrow, right?
Okay.
Somebody's going to interfere and mess up Io from winning. Io is going to demand a rematch. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Mm.
Book it.
Book it.
That's my theory.
Women's World Championship match at WrestleMania 41. You're saying it right here, right now. Rhea, Bianca. Okay. It's locked in.
And Miss Sky.
And Miss Sky.
Triple threat.
Triple threat.
Yeah, triple threat.
Okay.
Guys,
Guys,
I don't know what Xavier's on tonight.
I'm super tired. Yet
Okay,
again.
I don't think he's not hearing me. I'm got a triple threat
The
for the women's.
the processing speed is not good right now.
I don't know what he's got going on. Anyway,
We're just gonna slice that part. So
okay.
so
Let's get to the next match, y'all. So, Tiffany Stratton. Trish Stratus. Let's take a moment of silence for her. She's elegant. She's lovely. Back home in Canada, right? Taking on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Like I said, I would have liked to seen Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky in this match, but I feel like they had to bring out Trish. It's Canada. Hype up Stratton a little bit. It was Trishy time and Tiffy time. What do you think of the match, though?
I think everybody like the rite of passage to be like. I feel like everybody has to pick up Nia, and anybody that picks up Nia is, you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, "Oh shit, you picked up Nia," and it
Yeah.
makes you like the baddest bee right out. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was a cool match. I love Trish. I'm still hesitant to be all in on the Tiffy time.
You're not sold
Uh,
on Tiffy time?
no, I'm just like, I saw her do that little flip. I know because she has the gymnast background.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
boom
her do
boom.
like the double flip and the bam in the corner. I was like, okay,
She
she a
got a little
real
something.
one.
Yeah,
She a
yeah.
real one. So I don't think I've watched enough to be fully invested. But if Trish, my first, put her stamp on her, that was my first WWE love, is what I was saying.
Okay. I'm about to say, Xavier must have just picked up a whole lot of brownie points. You picked up a lot of credit on the street with that first, with that line.
If Trish puts the stamp on her, you know, she's got to be a real one because Trish was a hard worker. Trish was about this business and she was a big face of it for a long time. So she knows talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I trust. Like I said, if she's willing to team up with this girl, I know she must be the real deal. So
Yeah.
I'm with it.
I want to see how long it goes though, because like I said in a few of our episodes before, I don't think Tiffany Stratton's gonna lose to Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, and I think that Trish Stratus is gonna have a hand in that. There's
Yeah.
no way that the storyline or this new mentorship, I guess we could call, is just gonna stop after Chamber. And how old is Trish Stratus? Because she was doing a lot of moves.
We don't do that. We don't do
We
that
don't-
to Miss Trish. No, we
She's
put
timeless. She's ageless.
she's how yeah
Okay.
she's perfection. We
Okay.
don't do that.
Okay.
Put some respect on it.
We're not going to disrespect Miss Stratus. Letter grade for the match.
A B. A B.
I think he's giving a B just because Miss Trish was in that thing. Because that's what mine would be. Just the mere fact that she's in that match boosts
Yeah.
it up a letter. Because to me,
Yeah.
it would have been a
The
C.
fit. Can we just talk about the fit? Trish just knows how to do it. She never disappoints with the fit. The coordination, everything that she does is just perfect.
She came at that mother
I'm
looking
calling.
right.
I'm saying it was a B because we saw what that A plus was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gauging it off of what I think was the best match of the night.
Yeah.
It had everything. It had the surprise element. It had double surprise elements.
You thought that was the match of the night? The women's?
And maybe
Stand on it.
I'm standing on it because my girl came back. So that's where my heart is.
Well, y'all see my shirt. Y'all know what we gonna be talking about.
I don't think that was the match, and I know we're gonna get there, but I don't think that had the same heat. But I'll tell you where the heat was. I'll tell you where all the heat was. So, but we'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay.
Let's stay the course.
Let's stay the course.
Let's stay the course.
Next up, it wasn't that many matches, y'all. It was a lot. It was a long duration.
Kevin O. Well, I mean, we could talk about Kevin O. Man, those
KO,
two dudes.
Sami Zayn.
Those dudes they're like this day and age. Just take a little Edge and Christian, take a little Hardy Boys, take a little Dudley Boys, sprinkle that thing, and just a little of each. Like, they just have so much extreme about them. If anybody's holding on to that extreme and bringing that presence and keeping that ECW feel alive, it's those two. Because KO is crazy. That dude,
he be doing everything,
he uses chairs, sledgehammers, trash cans, ladders, tables. He uses everything.
They had a hockey puck out there last night. I was like, what are they doing?
Or stick? Hockey puck?
I think it was a hockey puck for the Maple Leafs. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But let me say this. No hate, because I think it's genius. Go ahead and get your paper. Do what you got to do for longevity. But these two have literally made a whole career out of the same storyline.
Yeah.
Their entire career is them being friends and feuding. Being friends and feuding. Being friends and feuding. If you go back and do your research, I hope you guys do as well. Watch Kevin Owens when he was in NXT or in his development stages, and they asked him to cut the promo. His promo was directed at Sami Zayn. That's what literally got him a WWE contract. These dudes are playing WWE left and right.
Yeah.
It's the same storyline. Then we forget that they had the whole year and a half, same thing. And now this is what the thing about WWE, because you keep generating new fans. The only difference between the Triple H and that Randy Orton storyline and the Kevin Owens and the Sami Zayn storyline is that none of them actually went inside of the house and fought. That little stalking video when Kevin Owens had Sami Zayn and his wife and kid in there. That's the only difference. They ain't go inside and mess up a house and fight.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, they're literally the same thing. Like, after this, what happens next? Is it just gonna repeat itself? Because my goodness.
Hey, Sami Zayn might be dead, so we might need to check on him. Owens counter on the top of the turnbuckles through multiple tables on the bad neck. He's
cooked. He's cooked.
Check for a pulse.
Bro.
For a pulse.
I wrote this down in my notes. So, y'all, I was coming back. I've been coaching at my alma mater. If you guys don't know my background, I was a multi-time All-American high jumper, so I know a thing or two about track and field. We're coming back from Virginia. I was watching on the van. And Michael Cole goes, "Oh, my gosh, I think Kevin Owens is dead." I was just dying on the bus, laughing. Because the commentary was hilarious. I don't know why Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, and why do I keep forgetting his name every single time?
I would just call him the third guy because we know his name, but I'd be forgetting it too.
What?
I didn't ever like him when he was in wrestling. So
yeah, NXT guy, Wade Barrett. So Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, and Wade Barrett all thought they were comedians last night. Kept making these dad jokes. Anyway, but that was obviously hilarious to me. But Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, incredible match, going through the crowd, getting them excited. They cut out the lights and it was all on the ring, which I thought
that was tough. That was hard.
But no, I don't think Sami Zayn is gonna be back anytime soon, and Kevin Owens will be back.
Yeah,
but he will be facing.
But he's hurting.
Yeah, he's hurting. And he's going to have to limp into the ring and stand face-to-face with the Viper. Because Randy Orton is back, y'all.
Not just the Viper, the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the face of the WWE, Mr. RKO Randy Orton. Randy is jacked.
He more cut up. He's more cut up than he was when he first came back. That swollenness, dude is like
What is
chiseled up.
happening?
He's turning back the clock.
He's turning back the clock.
Did you
No,
see? Did you
I,
see how that
I,
brother came out of there?
he's. Sometimes I just can't find the words because I mean, he was laying, he RKO'd
Kill everybody.
everybody. I was just like, this dude doesn't age. Like he has the same, just go get the same good knees that he had when he first came in the league, man.
He's been in the league a long time. The
I was
youngest
like,
ever
yeah.
WWE
That's
champion.
what I'm
Let's
saying.
not leave that out.
He's like he's got LeBron's longevity, like, and still performing at a high level.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. I
His
can't
physique,
wait for that match.
and I've seen this out there too. He's built for a title run.
Easily.
He's built for another one. And
And we'd
it's
all
been
get
long
behind
overdue.
it.
It's
We'd all
long
get
overdue.
behind it.
I'm telling you, 09 Orton is back. Ballhead Orton, because I wanted to see the punt. I wanted to see everybody wanted to see the punt.
Punt. Almost
I'm gonna tell you like this. If
I didn't
start bringing back them punts, it's wraps.
Bro, he was sending heads flying, rolling down the road.
It's wraps. That's why everybody always debates who Cena's biggest rival was. It's Orton. Guys, I'm sorry. As a big Cena fan, I'm telling you, Orton is his biggest rival. Because when he punted John Cena, Daddy Cub, Randy Orton was the biggest heel in WWE history. He punted the man Daddy. He punted Vince McMahon. Didn't he punt Stephanie McMahon?
Yeah, the Stephanie punt was crazy.
And bro, Randy Orton, we're going to get to heels later, but Randy Orton is the biggest heel in WWE history. Bruh handcuffed Triple H to the turnbuckle and kissed his wife in front of his face.
The disrespect.
It's the Viper.
Only
bro,
bitch.
What you say?
Bro, I mean, you'd have to kill somebody at that point, right? Like Triple H should have just found it. Like he should have killed him.
He's different, bro.
He's different. Randy
Orton is the honorable mention.
He's
on
one of
my
one.
WWE Mount Rushmore.
He's 101.
I'm telling you, bro, I am a big Randy Orton fan. Even when you hated him.
Yeah.
Wanted to see him.
And I hated him.
Yes.
The night I told you I was sitting on the couch watching it was Raw. It was watching Raw with my old roommate Juan, God rest his soul. And I won't say what we said because I don't need you to bleep anything else out. But hey, nothing you can say. The original OG Randy Orton song came out, and then it was in my hand, they got. And we were like, I said, who's coming out? I thought this was Randy. Randy came out. He came out with a different walk, y'all. He came out with a different purpose. And I said, oh, I with this dude. Sorry, you got to bleep that out too.
This dude, but I don't know what's going on with Xavier today.
I'm off the charts.
It's usually a limit cussing show, but I think we're like Netflix. We're like Raw on Netflix.
I know, yo. We're gonna get to Cody.
Hey, Cody went off the rails.
How many moms were like, we're not doing this anymore. You're not watching.
Come on,
no,
kids.
we're not doing this.
Hey, I wanna give a special shout out to my boy Hunter Cunningham, longtime friend. We grew up watching WWE together like this. But when Cody will get to it, when he dropped that F-bomb or whatever, and you talk about the moms trying to get the kids out of there. We were at Best Buy, and we were getting WWE, had to be a video game or something.
All great stories start with being at Best Buy.
But we were in like the customer service section about to check out, and this dude was trying to get these old DVDs, and somebody wouldn't get him the DVDs or something. And he grabbed the kids, come on, kids, let's get out of here. And I was just dying laughing. And I can just imagine the moms who were just mortified when they started realizing that WWE is out of the PG era. It is
Oh
no
yeah,
longer
yeah.
PG,
No, no,
y'all.
no, no. But I bet. I mean, they were doing the Attitude Era. There was nothing PG about the Attitude Era,
No.
so I don't think it really ever had. In between that and then that bullshit they had in between then and now.
Xavier, we
I
have got to get a filter. Dude, please, please. This is our show. We have to stay a little correct. Guys, I don't know what's going on with X today.
look,
I
man.
think he's acting out of sorts because his girl is
Uh,
back. He don't know how to act.
I am who I am, and she is who she is.
He was
Okay,
not prepared for the return.
I wasn't. I'm still like, what?
You're still reeling.
I'm still.
Well, let's get to what I think was the match, the sequence,
hmm
the overall experience of the night. The men's elimination chamber match. So, if you don't
Damon,
know, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell them.
Damon Priest,
Mm-hmm.
Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, and your boy John Cena. Dive
First,
into it.
okay.
Dive into it, Stuck.
First off, y'all, before we get into what actually happened in the match, I just want to give a special shout out because I think this was missed. Seth freaking Rollins. I met him a couple weeks ago during Super Bowl week. He got the fit of the night. That brother was wrestling in some purple and black Jordan 12s.
It was
And
crazy.
that does not need to be overlooked. Shout out to Seth freaking Rollins. So, it's the match, man. It's the match
hmm
to get to WrestleMania to see who will face Cody Rhodes. During Elimination Chamber season, all you hear is about who's going to do it. Everybody says they're going to win it, but we know it's only going to be one.
hmm
CM Punk saying he's going to win it. Logan Paul just got up in here saying he's going to win it. Damian Priest, who I don't feel like should have been in the Elimination Chamber match to begin with,
He
saying
was
he's going to
He
win
was
it.
just a placeholder. He was
He's
just a placeholder. Yeah, it wasn't.
You know, guys, before we get to that, who should have been in place of Damian Priest? Because I feel like there's so many more deserving people. Montez Ford should have been in there. There need to be no Street Profit. Need to be Montez Ford.
We for sure just we for sure are never gonna have Damian Priest on our show now. He's gonna look back here and be like, "Oh, remember when y'all was talking?" I'll be like, "He was talking. I didn't say nothing."
I was cutting a promo.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, like your boy on LFG. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was cutting a promo. Then
That's correct.
Drew McIntyre's in there, and then my boy Cena. And Cena told y'all.
Yeah.
He said what's best for business is him on top, him winning, him going to face Cody, and him giving the 17th. Just to kick it off, I thought it was a really, really good match. I thought it was a solid match. There was a whole lot of nostalgia, in my
Mm.
personal opinion. I thought it was a nostalgia match.
The CM Punk and Cena square off was
Yes,
man, that was it.
it was nostalgia, and it
Yeah.
also was a lot of lessons in that your hatred to something or someone can cost you. It cost Drew McIntyre
hmm
and it cost Seth Rollins.
Seth, big time.
Seth big time. Drew McIntyre was so infatuated with my boy Cena. Said he was
Yeah.
going to make an example out of him. Said that he was going to basically beat the brakes off of him. His attention was all on Cena. And it got him a quick pin.
hmm
Those are like some of the most embarrassing ways to go out, especially in a match like that. He was the first
And
one out.
Rollins obsessed with CM Punk
Yeah.
this entire time, and that's literally what led to his downfall because CM Punk, Cena teamed up on him because he
Yeah.
was too
That was great though.
focused.
That was great.
That
They
was
was beating the
perfect.
brakes out of him.
Yeah,
Boom,
yeah, no,
boom,
no, that was
boom,
dope. Yeah,
boom.
yeah, well
The,
deserved. We needed that. We
then
needed a little of that.
the go to sleep into the attitude
Yeah,
adjustment. I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, ooh,
yeah. That
that
was
was
crazy.
nasty work. We gotta give a shout out to CM Punk too though, because this is what I know. You know, we're students of the game, y'all. Like
Mm.
you said, we don't know everything. We're students of the game. CM Punk brought back the old CM Punk. His move lineup all of his moves, he was bringing back the OG moves. I was watching him. I was like, wait a second. I ain't seen these moves in a minute. Off the top rope elbow, when the last time you seen that? Anaconda Vice, when's the last time you seen that from CM Punk?
Yeah,
Lately, we're just being singing, go to sleep, and then the little move in the corner with the high knee. But he was pulling out the ECW CM Punk. That's what I saw.
It was the elbow drop for me. When he did that, I go, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I missed that.
Yeah.
That, bro, I'm telling you, like, CM Punk was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up just because he was different. Like that straight edge CM Punk era, long hair, the little lip ring or whatever. This right here. This right here with the tight ends. He don't even do that no more, do he?
Nah.
Dang.
You know, sometimes they it's the evolution, you know?
Yeah.
They evolve a little bit.
He dipped on us about a decade, so that's probably why. He'd come back and do his little clobbering time thing.
Yeah.
Well, what's your take? You know, I just feel like he was turning back the clock. A lot of nostalgia in there.
No, I'm with that. And for me, I told you it was definitely that seeing CM Punk and Cena. It took me back. It took me back to it. I had a moment there. That's what did it for me, and I think I was kind of locked in because before that, like you said, it was McIntyre obsessing. It was Seth Rollins just kind of going after. So you kind of knew what was going on. The movements were pretty predictable. And what you had mentioned even before we started filming, you're like, I don't even know why Damian Priest was in it. Like he just they needed 6 people. That's why.
Yeah.
So we got our 5, but yeah, we'll take big man right there too.
Damian, come on now, Kyle.
Yeah, Damian, come on.
Yeah,
we know his mom, so it's weird because he's got to come. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got to. Yeah, my mom's got to bring him. But I think it's interesting though, cause like from his perspective, like, does it help your career just being in the spotlight? You know, just being a part of the mix.
Yeah, you won't be forgotten now. That match. We haven't even got to your favorite part yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
But
we haven't gotten
anything. How long was Cena wrestling? 25 years? How long? He's been in the game
20,
for
20 plus.
20 plus
I
years.
think 20.
And this has never happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you.
Let me take a sip before we get to that. I got a couple things to say.
Take a sip and a deep breath, a smoke if you need to.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, as me and Xavier mentioned, a lot of nostalgia. First off, Phantom, if you want to sponsor us, like, holler at us. You know, Mike Check Mania, J Stuck, Big X. Come on now. All right. Before we get to that, talk about nostalgia. John Cena and CM Punk hugged during the match, then duked it out.
Bro moment,
right?
Mm-hmm. And then they had a step bro moment.
Yeah. Then John Cena goes for another handshake. Don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
And Mr.
Weird.
Punk tries to wrap him up, pin him. It don't work. Hit him with the GTS. Don't work. John Cena comes back, hit him with the AA. Don't work. Somehow, Mr. Punk ends up in the ropes. And Mr. Rollins comes out of nowhere with the curb stomp to Mr. Punk. Punk's out. Rollins is already out of the match. Punk is knocked out, unconscious. Cena looks around, notices, hey, this is my time. The time is now. Little confused why he didn't just pin him, but he put him in an STF. Punk's unconscious. John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber. He told y'all what was going to happen. Big dog. The champ is here. The time is now. You see it. This is what we're going to see with a little different belt at WrestleMania. Point set to sign. Excited. Fireworks start blasting. Then, boom. Cody Rhodes comes out. Whoa! I like that part.
My father said.
Yeah.
So my voice, I've been doing a lot of hosting, y'all.
Yeah. But Cody Rhodes comes out there. He knows he's facing Cena at WrestleMania. Cena's like, hey, you know, it's time. It's you and me.
It's what it is, shawty.
Yeah, well, let's get it. Cody Rhodes embrace them. They dap up. They ready to go. And then It wasn't If You Smell. It was Travis Scott's music started hitting. What's the song Travis Scott got?
Fiend, fiend,
Bing,
fiend,
bing,
fiend.
bing. Yeah, that started playing. Then the final boss music hits. And he's coming out there. And if you guys have been living under a rock or don't really know what's going on in WWE right now, you need to watch our SmackDown recap. But basically, The Rock in New Orleans asked Cody Rhodes, hey, will you give me your soul?
I want you to be my champion. And I want your soul.
That's exactly what happened.
And
he
then
said, you
Cody
can think
said, you want my soul? Had this scared look on his face. I said, quit being a
tighten up, Cody.
Tighten up, codes.
But he told him, I don't need an answer now. I need my answer at Elimination Chamber. So now it's time to pay the piper. For some reason, I think it has to do with money. I think it just has to do with what they think will drive people to watch this. Travis Scott comes out with The Rock.
Stop. Been waiting for this. WWE. Listen, I love what you guys do. I love all the things, right? I love celebrity presence. You guys are like the pioneers of just bringing celebs in to do cool stuff. You know, back in the day, we saw Rodman with Hogan, and DDP had Karl Malone. Like, that set it off. We saw the feud between, what was it, Stone Cold and Mike Tyson. Like, those moments were great. Even Mr. T with Hulkamania back in the day. We've seen it. It happens. But please, just make sure this is on. Make it make sense. Travis Scott is weird. Very weird. He brought out his own belt. He was drinking with maybe like a wine cooler. I don't know what he had in his hand. And then he just didn't know if he wanted to slap hands or just walk. Like, he was like, I'm screaming. And then I'm walking, and he just didn't know how to be a wrestler. He didn't know. He wanted to be the show, but he wasn't. And then Big Buck Stuck, we get to the ring. I'm watching this at my sister's house. My sister goes, what is he doing in the corner? And I go, I don't know. And she was like, oh, he's burning sage. He was like,
They're pulling the Kyrie Irving, bro.
They're having a moment. Like, we're seeing history right now in wrestling history. And now wrestling history is going to have Travis Scott in the corner. He just he had his little. I said,
what are you doing?
I almost cussed again. This I was like,
this
what
Joker.
are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, bro.
It was so weird. It was just weird.
You got to put yourself in my shoes. I am on the van going back 10 hours back to Birmingham, and I have my AirPods in.
Yeah.
I'm laid out on the seat, and I can't hear anything else, and I am dying laughing when I see him in the corner burning sage. And Pat McAfee's like, I don't have a clue what Travis Scott is doing right now.
No one did. Make sense. Why were you out there? He did not need to be out there. Is he like...
WWE history is tainted.
Yeah.
Travis Scott in the corner. And they don't even say anything. That's the thing. Like, it's not a chance to cut like a promo. At least the other people were saying something on the mic.
And you see, again, he went rogue. Cena had to get him right. When he grabbed Cody's face and brought his face up, Cena pushed his head down because, hey, Rock's about to whip him, okay? He's about to whip that ass. Why are you holding his face up? What are you doing? You're doing too much. You got caught in your own moment.
Hold on. I think you're getting caught up in your moment because you just said something and we haven't got to that point yet. Listen.
Oh, Sorry,
Listen,
I did skip a little ahead.
don't skip ahead, X.
Sorry.
We're so caught up with
I'll,
Travis Scott's
I know.
interview. We don't
I'm gonna let you roll because this affects you more than it affects me. And
guys.
I'll chime in.
For all of you guys who have been loyal supporters of Mike Check Mania, you know where my heart lies. You know who attracted me to WWE, and it's Mr. John Cena. I'm a part of the C Nation, if you will. I was so hype when he won. I couldn't contain my excitement. I was so tempted to text Xavier because I like to rub it in his face, but I didn't do it because I knew he hadn't watched yet, and I didn't want to spoil anything,
Yeah.
right? Mr. Cena wins. Cody comes out. The Rock and Travis Scott, for whatever reason, come out. The Rock wants answers. Cody, will you be my champion? We're going to team up together and go face this brother. Brother being John Cena at WrestleMania. And Mr. Rhodes looks Mr. Dwayne Johnson in his face and says, "Hey, Rock, go F yourself."
Say it.
The moms around the world cringed. I was rather shook because I didn't think that they could cuss like that.
I loved it. No, Netflix can do whatever they want.
It's
But I know
Peacock.
it was Peacock still, but
I didn't know.
Peacock was like,
I
hey,
like
if
the
Netflix
realness.
doing it, we doing it.
I like the realness.
It was perfect. It was just enough of like they didn't go
The
over
emotions
top.
out there.
They didn't go over top. Like that was perfect.
I thought it was excellent, right?
My sister watches the Hallmark Channel and
Mhm.
HGTV and the Golden Girls on loop. That is the three things that are guaranteed to be on in her house when I go there. When he cussed, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know they could cuss on there like that." But she wasn't like shook by it. So I was like,
Yeah.
"It's okay if she's not bothered by it. It's okay."
It was a little unexpected from Cody Rhodes' character, but I
It
think
was.
that's the raw emotion that we needed
Yeah.
because everybody
Yeah.
was like, "Oh man, is Cody gonna turn heel?" At this point, when it is made apparent that Cody Rhodes is not gonna sell his soul to The Rock, because he said his soul belonged to the WWE Universe a long time ago
In this ring.
in this ring, right? I'm thinking, what scenario could happen at this point, right? I'm like, bet Roman Reigns about to pop out.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
The
He's
the
still.
the cousins about to do their thing,
Mm.
right? That's my thought. Or I'm like, okay, Rock just gonna get his get back at WrestleMania, and Cena gonna win and ship there. When Cody dropped that F-bomb, Cena in the background, hype. Like, okay, let's go. Then the Rock sitting there looking dumbfounded. Cena, Cody, dap up. Boom. They pan wide. The Rock does one of these numbers and
This
does
was
one of those numbers.
this was Cena's face.
Yeah, that was Cena's face. Looking. And then they went wide. The Rock goes like this.
Bro, but you hear the crowd. Did you hear the crowd when they panned on Cena's face? They were like,
Yeah.
"No way."
I
Even
ain't gonna
though,
lie. That joint
even
was
though,
scary.
even though I knew what was about to happen because someone out there by the name of J told me and spoiled it. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate you. This I don't want to go in like I could go in, but I'm just saying
We'll get to it. We'll get to
we'll
it.
get to it. But it was like I still was just like I couldn't believe it. My sister's freaking out at this point, guys. She left the room. She's in shambles because she's also a very big Cena fan. She goes, "No, I don't like it. No, not John." She said, "Not John. Not my John." That's what she
Not
said.
Johnny Boy.
Not Johnny Boy. I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "The only thing that's wrong with this, you listen to WWE, the only thing that was wrong with this is that it didn't happen sooner. Would have loved to see that kind of in peak, more hair Cena,
I
Like
will
that
say
would have
this.
been cool, but
We're going to give shout outs because we are not haters. We respect everybody who was helping promote the WWE landscape. Chris Van Vliet or Van something. I don't know your name, but he does a lot of interviews with a lot of superstars. He's had the blessing and the honor and the privilege to interview John Cena.
so did Uncle Shay Shay.
Shout out to Uncle Shay Shay, whatever. He should respectfully, Unc, you didn't deserve that interview. You don't know nothing about WWE. I'm salty about that one. But anyway, John Cena talked about a time when it was pitched for him back in 2012 to turn heel. And he went into a full, about 2.5 minute long thing about what was supposed to happen, from music change, slight attire change, what he was supposed to do, how he was supposed to be presenting everything. And it was so on par to now. And just like that, hearing that rewind of that clip, because this interview was done last year, I'm like, he told us.
Can we put that clip in here?
We can drop it in here.
Yeah, let's drop that clip in here. So when they,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was rather insane. But yeah, I just was like, dog, this is crazy. But if you guys haven't picked up on what we're talking about, John Cena, after so long of a illustrious career as a babyface, he turned heel. And this
tell
is
them
where
what heel means if they don't know what heel means.
heel is basically the villain in a story within WWE, a storyline. Whatever you're seeing, there's always a good guy and a bad guy. John Cena, for his whole career, has been a good guy. And there was some foreshadowing in the chamber about when he was going to turn heel. John Cena usually doesn't take advantage of ultimate opportunist. You ever heard that nickname before? John Cena usually doesn't take advantage of stuff like that, right? When CM Punk got stomped and John Cena went in, put him in the sleeper, that's uncharacteristic of John Cena.
Very much so.
That was slight foreshadowing. When my dog did the mean face and The Rock told him to take him out, John Cena proceeded. Yeah, that right there.
First of all, Rock, I'm talking to you this time, big guy. It's here. It's right here.
I was so confused. Bro did the Joker.
It ain't this. I said, what is going on in this match tonight, y'all?
I'm not gonna lie. I may have looked away for like a slight second or been thinking about something. I thought he was doing the Joker, bro. Cause you ever seen like the Dark Knight, right? He did. He went like here. He's like, you wanna know I got these scars. That's what
I ever tell you about how I got these scars?
That's what it looked like he was doing.
My father used to come home a little drunk.
But yeah, bro, that's what I saw. That I was like, oh my gosh. So as I told you guys earlier, my spirits are high, but my emotions all over the place. I really don't know how to feel about this because John Cena has 10 months left before he is done. And I'm talking about like John Cena is one of the only few people when he says he's retiring, I don't think he's coming back. They always say never, but I think once he's done, he will be done competing in that ring. And I personally, as a John Cena fan, since I've known about WWE, have known him to be one way, I don't want to see him retire as a heel. I just don't. And I don't understand. I don't see how. This is their planning. This is their job. This is Paul Levesque era Triple H. This is your job because I'm sure it's already written down. But how does he get back out of it? That's my only thing. Because he's definitely winning 17. Ric Flair put out a tweet today. I don't think he's too happy about how stuff is turning out. He's going to get 17. There's just no way.
Ric Flair just wants another match. That's why.
He don't need it. Bro needs to go. You see him taking bumps?
No.
In the ring?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, bro. He took it like a champ. I'm like, okay.
He's tripping. Yeah, he's tripping.
But
he's gonna break himself. Anyways,
I don't know how to feel, bro.
Cena's look, man. People got bucket lists. They got checklists with like just like you do in your career. There's things that you want to achieve that you want to check off while you're here, right? I think Cena's like, yeah, I think I want to give this heel thing a try. I'm sure Cena 1000%. This is what I know. He got the final say,
Mm-hmm.
right? Triple H brought him the idea. Said probably sat down with Rock, TKO. Hey man, what do you think about this? And he was like, you know what? I love it.
Let's
That's what he
do it.
said. Let's do it. So I'm almost certain that's probably how it went down. If you were in the room and can say otherwise, let me know. But I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because we were just
I'm
talking.
not.
I know you're not, but I'm just saying how we are talking about things that are just so predictable. Cena comes in and wins it like that. Cena, we've seen that multiple times. It's the Paul Levesque era. Let's switch it
No,
up. Let's
no,
get things swinging different directions. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Xavier.
I love it. You've got too much emotional investment in this,
You
and
need to listen.
you need to just sit back and just let it happen. Okay.
No, listen to me, Xavier. Listen to me. Remember you. I hope you remember this in our previous episode when I
Okay.
said I am tired of seeing John Cena jumping around, all just out of character, hyping, doing too much. You know what I'm saying? This isn't what I meant when I said I wanted to see him serious.
Hey man,
This is
be,
not what I
be,
meant.
be careful what you ask for.
Bro, how does he turn out of heel though? This is what all Cena fans are wondering. He just turned heel last night. We want to figure out how does he get back out? The only way I am satisfied with him being in this heel is if he faces Randy Orton.
Here's 3 guarantees that I know.
Let's hear him. It better be one of them he getting champ, but go ahead.
Jade's back. Sami Zayn is dead, and Kevin Owens is going to see his grave very soon. Cena, that's your department, bro. I I have no thoughts on what I think is going to happen with that.
This is the
No,
biggest
I'm
event
sorry.
in WWE history. I want you to know that.
Is it? Why you're saying it's the biggest because it's John Cena? It's your
No, I'm
favorite
talking about the
person.
numbers. I called you earlier, and what
Oh,
did I tell you
okay.
about the
You're talking
numbers?
about they fluffed those numbers a little bit, man.
Man, chill.
You're like
Them
12.
jumps
You're
was
like 12 years old right now.
hey man, them jumps
There
was
were so many people there.
no, them jumps was inflated, bro. Them jumps was going crazy. Look, y'all, I've told y'all this since our ringside episode
Vegas
of
about to
Monday
be
Night
lit.
Raw. Vegas will be lit. Xavier is a Cena hater.
I'm
Don't
not a
listen to
hater.
this, brother.
I'm not a Cena hater. I have more Cena shirts than you do.
Does this put I've got his signature on a belt.
How much did you pay for that? Stupid.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. My co-host, bro, you gotta watch. You gotta watch what kind of company you keep. People will steer you wrong. Xavier owes me $700.
Shout out to Pristine Auction.
Pristine Auction robbed me, and Xavier is the one who told me about it.
I told him about Pristine Auction. I was a customer, but there is a there's a couple fees that they don't they tell you, but once you click that box, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
And
and I clicked the box, and I had to pay almost double the price, but it's
yeah, it
worth
was
it
crazy.
because now Cena is definitely. He was already on mine. But
Where's your belt at? I'd never take it off if I paid $1,500 for a fake belt.
It's signed by the greatest wrestler to ever come into the WWE. I want you. Is he
It
on?
is clean though. It is
is
clean. The
it
belt
is
is
clean.
clean. I will
Yes.
say that.
Is this put him on your Mount Rushmore? This move, especially this late in the career, him wanting to take that risk.
No, I again, I think you personal Mount Rushmores are personal Mount Rushmores for a reason. You know what I mean? Those are your characters. Those are the faces that you love. Now, if we're talking championships, we're talking about the people that have the most belts. Then yeah, he's got to be on there. He's even impacted a lot of people, but those are different. Those are different criterias, I think, for making Mount Rushmore. So I'm always like, how did that character make you feel as a child into your adulthood when watching wrestling? That's how, when I pick my Mount Rushmores, it's always going to be Rock. It's always going to be Stone Cold. It's always going to be Taker. It's
I
always gonna,
think
and Ray. And I told you,
I think
and Goldberg's my honorable mention, like on there, or we put him on there, and we move Ray. But
I think about how you, if you're talking about how it made you feel from as a kid to an adult. I think Cena epitomizes that because also he's been able to evolve well. Now, granted, like I said, I'm not a fan of this whole heel thing, but Cena goes from coming in there slapping Kurt Angle in the face in a weird
yeah,
little
what
fit.
year was that?
2002, I believe, was his first like on air debut SmackDown.
Yeah, I was.
And who in the hell
I
are
was.
you?
I think I was
I'm
seven.
John Cena. And what is one quality that you possess to think you can face the very best in the business? Ruthless aggression.
No. Say you got to say it like he said it. You got to say it like he said it.
How do you say it? Come on, let's hear it.
Ruthless aggression. Something like that. Yeah. It was really like he was just intense.
And then he
So
goes from that, right? He goes from that.
to being a rapper, yeah.
The doctor of thugonomics. Go ahead, respect
Thugonomics.
it. Thugonomics. He did it well. All the jerseys was fire. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but
Then
how
he goes
old?
into the.
How old were
I was
you?
2 when he debuted, so
So John Cena was literally your childhood. So he, I don't think that there's anybody in the industry of wrestling, professional wrestling, that has connected with children the way he has. He's just a fun character. His action figures, he's just like he's a real life superhuman. Back in the day, he's lost some weight now, but the bright colored shirts and hats and the throwing the armbands out, the music, everything that John Cena had going for him tailored to that. And so yeah, kids gravitated towards that, but he also has literally a cajillion Make-A-Wish Foundation like appearances. So
this
like
is
the
what
dude,
makes him part of the Mount Rushmore.
but he again, your childhood. I didn't connect. Like I remember Rey Mysterio. I remember The Rock. I remember Stone Cold. Those were my childhood like
And I've
figures.
got those on mine as well. Game, respect, game.
Sure.
Just because it's a different era does not diminish the effect and the fact. You gotta have The Rock. You gotta have Stone Cold. You gotta have John Cena, and you gotta have The Undertaker. Now we've had a lot of comments about Shawn Michaels. I respect Shawn Michaels, but bro only got 4 championships. So call a spade a spade.
Again, we're back to the championship talk. And again, people make the argument. You already know what I'm about to say when we're talking championships.
That's not the sole. That's not the sole factor. Now I'm just saying
But that's what you did. Well, but you said because he don't have the chip. Like
those 4. You can't go over those 4, and they have the championships. That's not the sole criteria because Shawn Michaels is a dog. He was that guy. Like he was really phenomenal out there. Just how he connected with the fans because the fans hated him, didn't the fans loved him, and he's a really, really good in-ring performer.
I would like to continue this talk, and I would like to get perspective from my buddy Grant Fletcher. Grant Fletcher was well versed in WWE. He's had a chance to interview different wrestlers and stuff. I want to have him on the show because this is a good discussion, and I want to get his thoughts on the matter of John Cena, Mount Rushmore, HBK, and I want to get his Mount Rushmore while he's here. So
let's take out your bias too, though, because you compared Rey Mysterio to LeBron.
You keep saying that, but I was saying
that's the craziest statement you've ever made.
no, it isn't. I was saying he's like the LeBron James of Mexico. Like he has
an rewind the clip, y'all.
Yeah, it might have not said that
You
verbatim.
didn't say it. I was like, wait a second.
But that's what I meant in my head. And
okay,
so
but hold on.
I didn't say it out loud, and that's on me.
Communication. That's why you got that spoiler, y'all.
Players mess up, okay?
Before we get too,
I'm just gonna quote this every episode somewhere. R-Truth. Kane, my bad. That's my bad, Kane. We're going to have R-Truth on the show. I'm working on it right now. R-Truth is from Charlotte. Like I said, I'm with Charlotte FC, so I'm going to try to see what connections we have as far as like bringing him in to come be our honorary, like our coronation, someone that we crown every game. So I'm just, let me work my magic. Let me work my magic.
We skipped ahead of ourselves. What letter grade do you give the men's Elimination Chamber match?
Start to finish, and we're talking about with the Cody slaps and all that stuff. Just the match.
Just from when it came out to when Cena got that W.
B plus. B plus. Again, I didn't think it was like, again, there was a few moments, but it was cringy watching Seth just have to press CM Punk the whole time. Damian just laying around. You knew he was getting the can first. Drew, like, there was a lot. Everything shifted around the way it needed to and the way you thought it was going to. Mm-hmm. There was a lot more surprise too, because we honestly didn't know it was going to be Bianca. For the most part, I think everybody thought it was going to be John Cena, right?
Yeah.
I think that's just what it was. I honestly had no idea that they were going to give Bianca that push.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought Alexa was going to
win. Right? Hell, it could have even been Liv. They could have done something wild there, right?
Yeah, Liv could have.
Because like she's doing her thing, like you were saying, she's literally doing her thing right now. She's a complete package. But Paul, I see what you're doing, Paul. Hey. I mean, I don't see it, all of it.
Well, we see it when it's unfolding.
Especially with the Travis Scott thing. But we talked about that. I know you're gonna fix that.
Yeah. Take out Travis Scott.
Yes.
Put in me and Xavier. Somewhere in the mix. We have.
Just give me a microphone.
48 days, I think, until WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it could be done.
And
I think it could be done.
The good Lord says, there's power in the tongue. Words are powerful, speaking to existence. And Xavier are going to be at WrestleMania 41.
We will be there at WrestleMania 41. It's going to happen. Willing. It's going to happen.
So I'm saying. All right, now what letter grade do you give the segment between The Rock, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and Travis Scott? Hold on, before you go. Did you see him?
You saw me, I was about to.
Did you see him slap Cody Rhodes in the face? Like, for real. He slapped the crap out of him, bro.
There are things we still have to talk about, and that was one of them. I feel like Cena looked at someone when he did that, was like, what are you doing?
He slapped the fire.
He really slapped Cody Rhodes in the face. So, and Punk got his lick back on Logan. I thought that was dope too. He slapped him. I was like, there you go.
But it flew under the radar because it was kind of a. Chris Jericho said he hates the word botch, so I'm not going to use that. But it was kind of a dud slap though. Like he didn't really connect like that, but he did hit him with the go to sleep and eliminate him. The amount of "F you Logan" chants throughout that.
Oh, I loved it. Loved it.
They hate. We didn't get to do a SmackDown recap. I don't want to throw this in there.
Oh, I can't
stand him.
But yeah, he's hateable. But I was just gonna say, I think Chris Jericho is one of the GOATs. Just throwing that out there. Walls of Jericho undefeated. Anyways, go ahead.
I'm gonna acknowledge this first point that you just made. He will never, in my opinion, be one of the greatest if you're doing cruise WWE shows or cruise wrestling shows with a big show. Anyway, you lose all credibility.
We're gonna have no guests. So Jericho's not coming. Damian Priest isn't coming anymore.
Hey man, we gonna keep it real. Our personal opinion. This has nothing to do with the fact that we appreciate the work you've done. But when you just said one of the greatest, going on these, Y2K was turned. Y2K was turned. But you can lose.
Y2J. You don't even know what it is.
I said that.
You said Y2K.
J.
I play it back and make sure you do it in slow motion.
My error was when Jericho was in the mix again. So I grew up on Chris Jericho.
Yeah, he's the man. Anyways.
Yeah. little what you call it jacket, the little light up jacket, the little
Yeah, man.
screen going crazy, and then you know what I'm saying?
You know you got it. Break the world down.
Is it break the
Anyway,
world or break the walls?
no, it's the wall. Sorry, I just always said world because I didn't know when I was younger. So
Look at him. See, he don't know. He don't.
I know.
Anyway,
My bad, Chris.
um, what was I about to say? Was I talking about Logan Paul?
Mm. F you, Logan. The F
F
you,
you,
Logan.
Logan. Oh, bro, he played John Cena's music. The disrespect. It
Oh,
came
that
out
was
of nowhere.
funny. That
It's
was
not
actually
funny.
funny.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
It was kind of like disrespectful
The pop in there, that was crazy.
because John Cena is the greatest wrestler ever. That's why it was a pop like that. Bro, there's
Hey,
no pop.
if you're
There's no,
$1,500 invested, I'll let you say it.
hey, don't talk about my pockets on the show. And look, bro, ain't nobody getting no pop like that. Rey Mysterio ain't getting no pop like that. So I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Stone Cold
Yeah, you're
getting it.
tripping.
Stone Cold getting it. The Rock is getting it. John Cena's getting it. And the Undertaker's getting it.
Ray don't get a pop?
Look. Now you're cutting off my words. I said he don't get a pop like that. Fact. Like that. Bro didn't even come out.
Wow.
Hey, look, and I love Rey Mysterio,
It doesn't
but
sound like it. It
he
definitely
did
doesn't
not
sound like it.
get a pop like that. Don't try, bro. Don't throw your bias into it.
If
You're
you
throwing your
ever
bias
watch
into
this,
it,
Ray, if you ever watch this, never trust a man that has a picture of himself directly behind him.
guys. This
Okay?
picture right here. You see that
Never
picture
do
right
it.
there,
Ray.
guys? Guys, that picture is from a great time. I
That
earned that,
picture needs to be on the wall in grandma's room.
bro. This was in the living room. I had to bring it down here because I was struggling to get a setup or
What?
whatever. Got Barkley signed in the
Well,
back.
it's a step up from the Christmas decorations. I will say that.
We're switching up a little bit. Hopefully, we can get the desk set up and then we can get all of our stuff set up. But
No, it's gonna be
nonetheless,
cool. Yeah, nonetheless,
nonetheless, we're giving you guys all the content.
all
I
of it.
thought I thought Elimination Chamber
Yeah. What's your grade
great for the
for the segment and grade for elimination chamber? Well, no. Did you give the match grade? You didn't give the match grade.
okay match grade. I love the nostalgia. I think you need to if you could replace uh Damian
Damien.
Priest and Drew McIntyre. I'm really not a fan of Drew McIntyre. You replace them two with somebody else. I would have gotten like an A for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it a B plus. I'm gonna give it a B plus. I thought the main points of it was just the story, like the nostalgia between Punk and Cena, the lessons about hatred can be your demise, basically. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. I love how CM Punk got his get back on Logan Paul to kind of put him in his place. I would have liked to seen a little bit more like action, like the women's, bro. They were like going crazy. The only thing I got to see was not CM Punk, Seth Rollins throwing Cena through the pod, which I was a little surprised about because I didn't think they was gonna risk anything with Cena. I was like, wait a minute now, throw him into the pod. But I'm gonna give it a B plus. The segment, just from the fact of like I made a comment. This is the only time in wrestling no one can say I saw that coming. If you did, you're in the creative room at WWE, or you're a liar. Like there's nobody who can say I saw John Cena turning heel in his farewell tour. Like there's just no way.
If anything, if you know wrestling, because there wasn't not gonna be a reaction to him saying, no, F off, I'm not joining you. So when the hug like right when they embraced, like if you were gonna say it would have been right in that moment because you're like, something doesn't feel right. The whole setup, like it was. I'll just say,
Got
look,
weird.
I got Jesus in my heart. And we
Yes.
talk about souls. I ain't even playing like that.
Yeah.
Like that it is a weird storyline for me right now. And again, my sister was was at the house. She doesn't know. She hasn't been knowing what's going on for a while. But anytime Cena's on, I go to her house and make sure I'm like play that episode. Like, hey, Cena popped up, and she's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, well, see, last week Rock was like, "Hey, Cody, will you be my champion?" Oh yeah, by the way, I need a side of your soul on top of that. And it just got weird. And she said, he asked for his soul. I said, yeah, I know, right? She's like, I don't like that. And I was like, neither do I. So, because that's just too much.
It's too much. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's
I
too much
really
for me.
don't. I'm glad that he didn't directly ask Cena about the soul because I don't want to believe it. But I am rather
He
shocked.
sold his soul to Hollywood already. So,
Yeah, Cena, that naked little thing he did, I was like, Lord Jesus.
yeah.
But I will one day interview John Cena. And I think the greatest thing you can do is try to spread the gospel. And that will definitely be on the tail end of the interview
Yeah, wait, just, so he doesn't
of what
walk
I
out on
do.
you.
Yeah, just in case.
Hey,
Um,
man, keep your pants on.
yeah, please. I'm gonna be like, brother, don't do that. But that segment, I mean, just from the creative part of it, I gotta give that A+. I didn't see that coming. From the bias emotion part of it, I hate it. I'm gonna give it an F. Cause why did you have to make Cena go heel in this phase of his career? It'd be different if he didn't announce that this was the farewell tour, because the whole point of it was like to thank the fans and to thank the cities he's been a part of, all this and that. I, I don't see how that's gonna go about. One thing I don't have a problem with. Does this mean he's gonna be on more shows if he's heel?
Yeah, almost. If you're gonna have the belt, you for sure are.
Yeah. So hey, look, I'm
So
all right with that for that part. Cause like, look, if I get to go see Cena, I'll go do it. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
seen him once. You've never
Yeah,
seen him?
I have before, but it's
Okay,
been it's
yeah.
been a long time.
Man, let me talk about that Raw. Undertaker. No, 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 no. Sorry. Triple H came out with his music. Shawn Michaels came out with his music. Then at the end, they came out with DX together. Umaga was on that episode. Carlito was
R.I.P.
on that episode. The Fiend was on that episode. No, no, no. I lied. That's a different one. That was that happened way after.
I said
Um,
Umaga. I think
no,
he
no,
had
no. Yeah,
passed.
yeah, 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 yeah. That was two. They were. I mixed two Raws together. I'm trying to think. Cena was on that first one that I was talking about. I was just like, it's crazy. Like the lineup was insane back in the day.
Yeah,
And I
man.
and I touched Triple H. He came around, and I will say, Triple H has very soft skin. Okay, just gonna throw that out there. I know I might feel weird, but it's just the truth.
It sounds weird. I don't know about the feeling. I don't feel nothing. But we are gonna wrap up this show in here in a second. But you brought up Triple
Not on
H.
that note.
Now you brought up Triple H. My coach in high school, Coach Guy, shout out to him. He said when I believe he was in college or something, he had an injury, and so he was rehabbing here in Birmingham. Triple H tore his quad. Triple H came to Birmingham, got a surgery with Dr. James Andrews, and did all of his rehab in Birmingham.
Oh wow,
And so Coach Guy was in therapy, physical therapy with Triple H every day.
that's
He was
actually pretty dope.
he was like Triple H was not trying to talk to nobody.
Oh yeah.
He was locked in, and he said that Joker was swole. And that's you remember when he came back with that like leather jacket and stuff, and he was super jacked.
Oh yeah.
That
What
was a Triple H he
the
meant.
game? The game?
Yeah. Overall rating of Elimination Chamber, the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm waiting for yours.
No, I'm giving
No,
you
no,
as
no.
well.
I want to know yours.
The whole entire thing. Let me go down. Hmm.
And before
You know
you
what?
wait. I'm gonna write mine down before you say yours.
Okay. Let me write my letters down for what I gave each one. Because
We're
I'm
just doing
giving
overall. We're doing overall. It's one letter. It's one letter.
For the 2025 Elimination Chamber, I, Justin Stuckey, am giving a letter grade of a B plus. We can't see that. A.
A minus.
I was
A minus.
almost gonna give it an A minus, but two things kept me from getting an A minus. One, my emotional attachment to these people making my goat a heel in his last run. Also, I didn't really think that the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match was too entertaining. The only thing I thought was entertaining from that was
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. Yeah.
And that's what gave it that little, like I said, it was just a match. It was cool. It was a hardcore match in my opinion, which was great. Very entertaining. But Randy, there's just something about, man, Randy Orton is that dude. Randy Orton's definitely on my top 10.
I told you he's my honorable mention for Mount Rushmore. I think the injuries take him down for me. But as far as like you talked about, we kind of compared him to LeBron, like longevity. He was the youngest ever. Like he's been in the game a minute.
Yeah.
I think he's the greatest heel ever in the history of wrestling.
I almost don't want to argue that, but I can't think of everybody off the top. So
yeah, I think bald head Randy Orton was a savage.
Yeah, he was the legend killer for a reason. Like, yeah, he was the Viper.
Apex Predator. Dang, how did he become these nicknames?
Because when you're that dude, you get those nicknames. So, Randy, obviously, Jade making the left turn and going at just Jade's return in general.
UC and Jade gave it an A anyway.
Okay, it is what it is. But then going after Naomi, everyone's like, holy shit. Like, I was like, holy shit. Like, this is crazy. So, and then Bianca getting her shot. I couldn't be more happier for her. Hashtag Black Girl Magic.
When they gave the sister shot, I was hype. I said, wait a minute now.
And whether I like the storyline or not, again, I think it's weird. I'll like to see how things play out after we get to, to WrestleMania and everything. But Cena going heel is pretty iconic. I'm not sleeping on Cena going heel, because that's, for me, like for people where that's like their guy. I remember being at my grandma's house the night that Hulk Hogan was the third person and went heel and turned his back on Sting and Macho Man Randy Savage. I was in tears. I was bawling. I was like, no way. You're Hulk Hogan. You can't do that. You're a real American.
He surely is, because he
don't get me started.
He acting a fool right now.
He acting a fool.
I'm holding in. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm holding in a lot, but I had to go back and rewatch those segments a lot because it's so crazy. There's a lot of John Cena tribute videos out there now, like about his, last ride or a farewell tour, whatever they want to call it. So many memories of John Cena that I know, that we of the C Nation know. And to see this new Cena, I'm just like, this just not even real. Like, even when, like I told you about the CM Punk thing, even when he was choking him out, he was like saying, like, I'm sorry. Like that right there, I'm like, dang, that's weird. Like, I was like, I don't really care. Get my boy the dub. Like, whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get this 17. But when the Rock started getting involved, like, I was like, I really had no words.
Well, Rock was already there.
I texted you, though.
Are you saying tonight?
No, I'm talking about
you're talking
last
about
night. Just him being involved with the Rock.
Not just in the whole thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, just him being involved with the Rock. I texted you and I said, I'm speechless. Like, I really had.
Yeah.
And I was trying to, like I said, I was trying to come up with scenarios to where I'd be okay with it. Because my biggest thing was like, how does Cena not retire as a heel? Is he going to be one of those villains that, like, is is a villain for a little bit of it, then finds that like heroic effect to where he can help somebody or do something, and then he can kind of be seen as like, okay, he kind of got back right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Something like that has to happen. Whether it's John Cena ended up turning on The Rock again, something. But if Cena's gonna be a heel, I do want him to face babyface Randy Orton because I think that'd be a cool little thing.
Yeah,
I'm
I
super
can dig
biased. I'm super biased to Cena and Orton. Like, if Cena has to lose the ship, it needs to be to Orton.
it. I doubt that's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Hey, Randy's in prime shape right now, dog.
I mean, he really
Bro,
is.
he is more fit. He's more fit than any other male superstar right now, besides Montez Ford.
No disagreement.
Like, bro, how old is Randy?
Yeah,
41, 42? Yoked.
Randy yoked.
Hey man, we gonna see how it play out. Look, Raw is gonna be insane.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna circle back and talk about LFG, and we're gonna talk about Raw. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all stay tuned for the next recap.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we do, and this is what we're bringing you. Mic Check Mania. I'm Xavier Soller.
I'm Justin Stuckey. Make sure you go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and check in with us later. We out of here.
We out of here. Y'all be good.